Bleh. Bleh. Ooh. Am I low? I feel like I'm low. Yeah, this feels better. Yo everyone, welcome to the stream. It is I, your captain, Ren Clomos, Space Wizard, Pirate Extraordinaire. Welcome, welcome. Today we're playing Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. The fan fest has spooked me to wanting to play a lot of Dawntrail very quickly. So we're back to 2 a week, but it's still just Final Fantasy because I need to run through like 4. I need to run through 12 levels of quests. That's 7 levels of base Dawntrail. And then 5 post-patches. Which is a lot. It is a lot of stuff to do. Hello, Victor. Thanks for swinging by on the Twitch. Let me see if everything is set up correctly. Lower this. Increase this. Do not crash, please. Okay. I don't know why my model is not the way I set it to. Is that better? No, that is not better. Here? I need to go to the left of it. There we go. This looks a bit better. Okay. So, welcome everyone. We are, don't look at what ward I'm in, because that is where I decided I wanted to buy a house, and I don't want anyone else to get a house. Speaking of you, Victor, I still need to, I need to download the clip off of my, I want to download this clip. How do I download this clip? Cool. I got the download. There we go. And thank you once again for clipping the stream last weekend. Okay. Let's do some. I think it's the last area in southern Tuliolal. We're going to Yaktel, right? Yeah, leap to Yaktel. I'm surprised we don't have more stuff in Doctoral. What do you mean there's only one area in Doctoral? Huh? I'm gonna get jump scared by story. Uh-oh. Hello, Elfie new. Little Elfie. I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well. I'm aiming for quest 90, level 94 day. If I have time, I might even do 95. I kind of doubt it though, unless 94 is only like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Because I'm looking. Well, 95, apparently 95 only has one dungeon. So, you know what? I might be able to do it if I, talk faster. Wow, my model is lagging. Okay. Now that we've refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all the claimants as they currently stand. Zoralja and Kona have completed every feat, thus hold 5 keystones apiece. Clomos would be equal with them, but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us one short. That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof, and wreaked havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win, but he's sorely mistaken. I'll be taking back what's mine, this I swear. I need Bakul Jaja to be humble. I need that Mamulja to eat the dirt. I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valigarmanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempt. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that. But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must. The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of the Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Jabral in the forests of Yaktel, specifically near the village called Ikbrak. Ikbrak? That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back there since Papa took me in when I was a baby. Where the Lay of Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Keaton befriended a 2-headed king known as the... Oh. Okay, yeah. Wow. My OBS is struggling to keep up. Okay. Befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tyrol. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least that is the commonly held belief. Our 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa. This Keaton fellow must have come to Tuliolal. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet. Vestiges of Yakui architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said the Autarch, didn't you? Then Keaton must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamut. Mamut? Is that a city? One of the grandest in Tyrol, once upon a time, and the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktel, not far from Ikbrak. Then all things considered, Yaktel seems the obvious choice for our next destination. From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding on one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they? They're called airships? The Warrior of Light's just knowing smirk. Dirigible time. Over here in the... Yeah. I wish Kryle had more stuff to do. Like, I really do wish Kryle had more stuff to do. The next flight to Yaktel will be leaving shortly. Passengers are all tasked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside of the dirigible at all times. You'll be okay with Clomos. Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yaktel? I've flown on Ixtal airships before. It's not that bad. Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said. There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand? Just until I've settled my nerves. Maybe ask Aaronville? That stick in the mud? He'd never let me live it down. There she is, the third promise. Wait just a moment. Mablu? Hello, you two. Mablu and Tobli. Of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Oh, here it is. I was talking about wanting to know more about Kryle. Here's Kryle. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring. Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yaktaral as a protective ward for travelers, correct? That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant, whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at the market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yaktel, to where it seems you are already bound. What luck. Then I shall see my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or yet another discovery to look forward to. I am so dehydrated. I drank like 1 glass of water yesterday. Thank you both for coming all this way. Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite. But thanks, I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible, and I'm good as there. Last call for passengers to Yaktel. I really hope she wins. Yaktel will test her mettle, without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of the station's history, no matter how heavy it may be. Instance Area Yaktel 1.
The
Wow.
fierce Shabral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times, and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature.
It's so
It is
pretty.
easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here, where the Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
I was stunned seeing the art. Felt like waking up in Lakeland for the first time, you know?
Are you alright?
I've never been good with heights.
Oh, yeah.
The vegetation is far denser than in Kozumautka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion.
Okay.
Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
I wonder if Buklamat is going to reconnect with her family.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Interesting. Ugh. Would you look at that? Ah. With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone inside at all times. And I think this way should lead to It should lead to Where is it? Give me ether current, please. There it is. Wow, that is pretty. Whoa! I need to... Wow, look at that. Okay, I got the screenshot. Maybe I'll make a wallpaper collection or something. You know, I've been thinking about making my own Final Fantasy 14 like wallpaper engine wallpaper. But I need to change the resolution for like widescreen, but I don't think you can do that. Maybe you can. I just have to do a really weird recording. Okay. I got some grapes with me as a little snack. Good. Everyone's accounted for. Peak Rocks is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Okay, that's quest 1 of 10. And we're 20 minutes in. And I was already a bit late because I was trying to eat a burger and it did not it was a lot. The burger was a lot. Aaronville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully, we made it here without incident. Let's not dally any longer. Village of the Hunt. I always find Hrothgar with coral designs pretty cool. Ready to head on in? Our first task should be finding the Elector. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. Oh, I'm very sorry. I knocked my mic. The third promise and her retinue, I presume? You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector. Then come and join us at the Garden of Stars at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him. The entire town is waiting for Clomos, because even though she has never visited, she's probably very popular among the... Well, they're not Hrothgar. They're, what are they called here? The other electors are waiting here? Did they not start without us?
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with a Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Immediate. Super aggressive. Ugh.
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As Ibrash Rash, I have the honor of serving as Elector on behalf of my people.
Okay.
As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival.
Yeah. Wow. It's just, yeah. They really went, haha, think you're getting away? No, everyone is meeting up.
Third promise. If you would please join us.
Okay. Very strange. Hello, you two.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
I swear, if we get teamed up with Bakul Jaja, I'm gonna lose it.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots.
Oh,
Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
I am so worried we're gonna end up paired with Bakul Jaja. I have a feeling it's gonna happen though.
Twelve forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Clemens, please present your colors.
Tempting fate. We'd want to work with
I have
Kona,
red.
but
Blue. On separate teams, then. And the
okay.
rest?
You know what? That's fine, right? Because that means we either have red or blue. That means Wuklamat will either team up with Kona or Zoralja. And I think Zoralja is amenable to cooperation.
Red. Which means...
Oh, thank goodness.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Oh, thank goodness. A decent team, jeez.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Where does he get off? It's ugh. Didn't he lose to this
Listen
guy?
well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
Well, if you don't want to do it, you could just quit.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
One way to put it.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along?
Most likely.
But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivil will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
This time on Hell's Kitchen.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
The other two already split. No talking? No. They're going in the same direction. I wonder if there's a deeper meaning for Shibruk Bibil. Like something along the lines of, it has to tell a story of your connection with other people and you can't just buy it from somewhere. The feat of cooking. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempts to delay us. Serves him right, that's what he gets for endangering people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong, and obviously he has a mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I never understand him. Ooh. That's not good. Okay, hopefully that didn't stick out for too long. No hate speech, no bigotry. Okay. Ooh. Someone's dropping spoilers in my YouTube chat. Rude, but I have to I have to manually mod. Yeah. I saw something about a Gulu Jaja and then I clicked off. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for the opportunity to work together. As I said, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. Precisely. You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6. The 2 claimants, Sarilja and Bakuljaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9, that's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble the necessary ingredients. Too easy. Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Shabruk Bill. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for questions directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Shabral people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues the village has to offer. Sometimes I wish I didn't do well in school because I have too much media literacy. And I start making connections where there aren't connections. Hello? Yeah, because I already saw a little bit of the spoiler, and I can guess a plot twist in the future, and it's a whole thing. I'm just trying to ignore it. I'm kind of worried. A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in the basket. This one is called achiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well. I wonder? Yeah, I don't know why people hate on Dawntrail so much, you know? The recipe for Shibukibil? Wish I tell you, friend, a dish so delicious it's meant to be shared. Last, we're forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hanmu Ruruk himself. But your mentioning has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Ibruk he had at the market. Wing. Did I? Okay, let me see if I can grab the Ifrit on the way through. Hobigo. Is it Hobigo or Hobijo? Ugh. We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? Well, what are you looking at, Salt Liquor? Mind your own business. Okay, Etherite. You know, recently... You know what? That would be a good insult for an Ishgardian. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's, where is it? It's Ishgardian Restoration. Table salt. Is that what it's called? No, it's, salt. Come on. Smelling salt. It's like the Ishgardian Restoration, like, table salt. The one in the center of the table that everyone licks. I keep remembering that that's just a thing that exists. Yeah, the Ishgardians do just lick communal salt that they leave in the center of a table. Fearful cook. Bright banana peel. An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped my Zatika banana peel. I could barely see from all the steam issuing from my underground oven. But there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use leaves in your cooking. Wow, these people are not subtle, but I think they do mean to share this information. You know, I haven't taken a look in my Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker art books in a while. I do want to open them up again for what's it called? To like look through the Endwalker stuff I missed. But I still haven't done the normal raids or the alliance raids for the set. Speaking of Endwalker trials, Shadowbringer's trials. So we have 4 MSQ trials and then 3 different raid trials, but it looks like in Endwalker they changed it so that the 3 extra trials are a part of the MSQ too. I love the art book so much. One of the things I really like doing is I really like flipping through the pages and then using the concept art for all the weapons and armor as like a fashion catalog for my glams later. I was thinking of yeah, that's what I did for my culinarian outfit. I was looking to see what pieces I like. I still am not sure about the pants and the oven. I do like the shirt, but I'm not sure about everything else. It's like a mix of different artifacts here. Like where is my culinarian? Here it is. It's a mix of Galley Keep and Galley King gear, plus the Charlian coffee cup. Okay. Destination. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Shabruk Debil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us, or directing. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish, and observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, so neither confirming nor denying any relation to Shabruk Debil. The one in particular she attributed to all common Shabral dishes, achiote, she called it. I see, Shabruk Debil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alpino claims. We have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook carrying bundles wrapped in a leaf of nanjul or banana in certain localities. It would seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace. I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you? Shabruk? That would be expected of a dish called Shabruk Debil indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of a brute, flavored with a combination of spices that include achiote, steamed underground with nanjul or banana leaf. Given our assumptions are correct, we must learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, the ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Tancred and I scouted the surrounding forest while you were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Abruk, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices. I'll leave it to a master cleaner. That we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in this kind. Alphino and his damn firewood again. I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. I missed you, Urianger. I do not miss reading your dialogue. I cannot parse what he says half the time. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. We can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I'm happy to lead someone to a suitable brew if they will perform the requisite deed. Alize? As for the natural leaves, I believe I'm capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find natural in these parts. They only grow in the Heartland, forest far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communications with the locals, after all. Lamati, Ren, if you would accompany on my errand. No better way to whet my appetite. Good, let us be about our task then. Okay. Let's see. We're done with Village of the Hunt. Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Ooh, Maya. All of you got really pixely for a second. History of violence. Hey! One of my ingredients full. Let us see if there are nodule leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Urianger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Urianger. Yeah, everything is pixelated a bit more. Hello, good sir. Oh, hello again. Did you need something? We were wondering if you had any spare banana leaves. Nodule leaves? For purposes other than Shibruk Sibyl? Naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Magic Grove is a source of the finest non-jewel leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in the city markets can't compare. I see, I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy adventure, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredients, then to the Jatika Heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires you to go through the Keenbeck Traverse, but it is caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our nodule leaves. But we can, can't we? If there's no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. Very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you're willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Shabrukabil to be delicious, but a daunting dish to finish. I can't wait. Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? An alternative? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolo. So perhaps there's something about Shabrukabil that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, history, that sort of stuff. Ahem. If it's Yaktail history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Jabral and the Mamulja, right? These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Shabrukabil. Huh? What does Steam Jabruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other ways to approach this feat. In that case, you may want to visit the site of the settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilion Asso. It lives a short distance to the east. The village of Ion Asho? Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place. Okay. Early guess. So my early guess is that Shabrukabil. Is that correct? Is that right? Yeah, Shabrukabil. My guess is that it was a dish made by Bakuljaja. Not Bakuljaja. Galuljaja. That combined ingredients from both Mamulja and Jabruk cuisines to make a dish that represented the end of conflict. That's my guess. The village of Leon Ashon must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competition may be on our heels. North of here. Probably somewhere up there then, huh? Uh-oh. Okay. You know, I was considering changing up my mount. I've been using the Chocobo for Dawntrail, you know? But recently, I've been doing, what's it called? I've been doing Omicron. So we have the Mumisis. They're cute. Ether current. North. Hello, Ether current. I see you. still waiting to get the next level in my companion. I have to grind out a lot of faiths to get the HP for it. So this is the village of Eon Asho. Aslo, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Woot Evu? What are you doing here? Woot Evu, I didn't know you were here in Yaktel. Yeah. I was picking up lumber from 8 rocks when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here. Luke Evu is the shipwright who came to our aid during the feat of Reed. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona, now that's a good name, a familiar name. Where have I heard... Kona, as in the second promise of Tuliolo? To think I addressed the Dawn Server's own son as some common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. And right on cue. At least he's consistent. Wukevu is one of my favorite side characters. I understand you wish to learn about Shibrik Kabil. While I'm forbidden by the Jabral Rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share of what I know of Yaktel's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between Shibral and Mamulja was one of land. Mamulja lived in the lower where the thick canopy obscures the sun and its soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Jabral. They launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground. The Jabral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and time again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you all know all too well. Less than siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people with as much at war with themselves as they were with others. The Hobigo, Bunawa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over others, even as they engaged in the Jabral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hobigo and Bunawa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of different clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who carried the blood of Hobigo and Bunawa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually rising as the first Autarch, ruler of all 3 clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding. Under the Autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Next is southwest, or down. Ah! Well, that's why we're getting a history of violence. The Cinder Field. Whoa!
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja. the Shobrit Cinderfield.
Alright, we got history explanation.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valigarmanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
There's someone here. The echo!
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance?
Yeah, you know
You
about
do
the other
not.
world?
And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
It's Titanram! Hello!
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
Are there any Rogadin in Tural? Or Lalafell? Huh.
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda. What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive.
how the Pelu Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
Ugh. Okay. Flashback.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chabral steamed najul.
There it is. I was right. I was so right. Oh my gosh. It's a thing. Ugh. Okay. Does that remove the, Anyway, I was right. I'm pretty sure the Shabrak Kabil is, a combination of these dishes.
Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
You can't confirm or deny.
It is a marriage of Chabral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward. Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us.
Yeah, so if we can't get the steamed banana leaves, would be to choose a different ingredient that has cultural significance to the Chibral, is my wager.
What's wrong?
There's someone watching us.
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
I low-key doubt that it's actually one of our competition. Papa really did live up to his words. Traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. We're doing the same now. Canvases? Enhanced Psychomancy 4. Hey, I have, what is it? Claw, Fang, Ladine. Okay, cool, so I got new muses. And 3 charges. Wait, what is this? Mystery gift? Bukivu has gained us valuable insights into the origins of Shibruk Kabil. However, there is no closer to procuring the necessary Najul leaves unless... Tell me, was that historic feat commemorated in some fashion, with a monument for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. My room is really heating up. Monument here. An axe and a sword. It's only speculation, but I dare hope. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these bubbles symbolize the vow that they would never raise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of so significant a battlefield. Lama Chi, friend, could you help me search the area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Look here, this soil has been recently overturned. Ooh, someone buried a box. Well, I would have been satisfied with only find a hint, but here they are, fresh jewel leaves. Umururik's doing, I wager. There's a poetry in finding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war they helped end. And so he planned all this from the start. Thank you again, Wukibu. You wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It was my honor to render assistance. And with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Lord Promise, ever since I witnessed your performance in the feat of Reed, I have been certain that you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. I'll devise solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Hana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. In my humble opinion, no one cares more for the people of Tuliolol and what they hold dear. Saying that in front of Kona. Did you ever require the historical musings of an old shipwright? I'm ever at your service. For now, I'll take my leave. I wonder if that gives Kona something to sit on, you know? I cannot argue with that. Ooh. We have what we need. Let us return to Eekrox. You know, I'm a bit surprised that we don't run into primals anymore. Now, where is the path up? Here it is. Everyone going to regather? I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Bow, 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 bow. How did everyone fare? We got the Najuli. Ivu came along and helped us find them. If Ivu was here, I would have liked to say hello. He gave us an important history lesson. Explanation as we pan up to the sky. That Gulul Jaja brought an end to the centuries of warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something entirely else entirely. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Urianje and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. No mention of what we needed them for, of course. I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer. Spoken like a true expert. Aaronville and I found our Ibruk, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that his hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? I picked a good portion of local herbs, with a particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for this evening as well. Through further inquiry, I did determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume that at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts? I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope, as I recall, you were an accomplished culinarian. Hey, we got the job trigger. Oh, my mouth is watering already. Without further delay, then. You know, I like how, in like the level 60, Stormblood culinarian job quest, It really shows that you're like a worthy culinarian because you're teaching other people.
Oh, it smells so good.
Boys,
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
wow. That looks so good.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the mmorpg to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Have a taste of. It looks so good. Wait. I need to.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably.
Let me pull out my Ultimate Final Fantasy XIV Online Cookbook Volume 2. I wonder if Shibruk Pibil is in this book. I feel like it's important enough to be in here. I'm looking. There it is, Shibruk Pibil. Page 121. I freaking knew it. Something this important to the main game definitely is in the cookbook. Oh, and there's boots in the cookbook too. Shibruk Pibil. What is this? Pickled red onions, marinade. Wow, this looks good. Yeah, I want to try making it now, but I fear whenever I cook red meat, whenever I cook meats, I always end up with something that's way too dry.
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you.
Whew.
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Let's see. Oh,
I see.
dead stare.
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Why don't they try something?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
Oh, yeah. Trial's an empath.
What do
I
I
remember.
care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
I really wish we could just take back our keystone right now.
It's delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Wow, she's really rubbing it in.
Choke on your harmony.
That fool Jaja may suck, but he's
Calm,
funny sometimes.
Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice.
It looks like Kona has something to think about.
Ah, that was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
How many times have I heard that offer?
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
One feet left, and then we have to get our keystone back and then head to the Golden City, which is
Well, I
crazy.
should get going then.
We're only less than halfway through, and we're almost done with all the other feats, which is crazy to me.
I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
Yeah, you know what, Thancred? You are right.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
What is it?
Was there any Shibruk people left? I could really use another helping.
This was such a fun feat. That was so good. I'm already looking forward to having Shabruki Bill again. Here, Ren, Cryle made some more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Oh! It's, new wares now available from the Jabral merchants and Whoa, we can put that in our house. A father's grief. We're only on quest 5 of 10. About an hour and a half in? Yeah, we're not getting the next level in the stream. Being as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk to undertake the feat of brotherhood without delay. Wise, yes, but impossible. The T-Been Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other road? I'm afraid not. Work to clear a path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then let us use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village's surroundings if Erenvel would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Though I shouldn't rejoice in our delay, it does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's reported visit to Yaktel. Oh, that's right, Mablu did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us, Ren? I do want to learn more about Carl's grandfather. Let us reconvene here after our respective diversion. As I recall, the merchant my grandfather met my grandfather at a market in Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let's make inquiries where we can. More grape. I'm definitely a bit worried about time, I guess. Market. I would like to buy something from the local merchant. Do you just sell a bunch of Shabruki Bill? Shabruki Bill, yes! I've used 10 times. Now I don't have to cook for tabletop stuff anymore. Let's see if I can find it. Wall-mounted. Windows, picture frames. Shelves, shuttered windows. Decorative doors. Where do I find the food? No, this doesn't look right either. Oh, is it under food? There it is. We can get dolls out the front, grocery carts in the inside, and then wax vegetables, sandwich baskets, Starlight Dodos. Oh, I really like this. I'm gonna have to make one in the future. Look at all of this. Bubbly mog float? Oh, I kind of want to make that. A leg of prosciutto? Oh my gosh. You know, my mom likes prosciutto a lot. She does do the, she does the thing where she puts it on a hook and she carves the prosciutto herself out of the huge ham hock. It's really good. Grizzled villager, a foreign mage 20 years ago. Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants, a baby girl as I recall. Wait. Was Cryle in Tuliolol as a child? I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know more, I'd wager it'd be Muruk. He was already Shabral Rex back then. Rex. Baby girl, it couldn't have been. But thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Can you fish down here? I assume you can fish down here. Forget, is it this? Yeah. Yeah, I really want... Maybe once I catch up with modern content, I can do fishing holes and stuff. Ugh. I'm putting in so much work playing so much Final Fantasy, you know? Hello, good sir. Hello again. Do you require assistance? A foreign mage passed through East Rocks roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is that man? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather. I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. The foreign mage did indeed visit Ikrak, Master Galut. That's him? So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you are satisfied? More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Yakui once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity, indeed. But yes, before they withdrew to Uropasha, some 5 centuries ago, the Yakui claimed Yaktel as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Jatika heartland. And that's where they must have had their vision. Thank you, that answers much and more. I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that, though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the third promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers to your questions. I wonder if Gallus Valdesian was the one who guided Gulul Jaja to the Golden City. I forget if he found the Golden City after his big, 7 feet, or if he did it with his team then with Titanram and stuff. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you. May I request a moment of your company? Okay. Go on, we'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. Ooh, okay. Are we gonna get hit with some heart-wrenching stuff? Uh-oh, ouch. Ugh. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mistress Kyle's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I was glad to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Lots of stuff. She even went across the salt to visit us in Charliot. It would seem that the Rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuklamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Jabral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and the pain when I found her at the bottom of the cenote. 3 years ago, an accident was, but I knew better. She had been pushed. Though we never caught them, a suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jatika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamulja in Jabral had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting a child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of Jabral. I was determined not to let them succeed, so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote, and gave her into the care of the one person I knew who could protect her. Manservant Gulul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Jabral, fate had a greater plan for Wuklamat. Only the Dawn Servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, and rancor towards the Jabral still burns, I was caught off guard once, I shall not suffer the same tragedy again. So I ask you, not as the Dawn Servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the Third Promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in shadow. Will you do this for me? Of course. It looks like Dawntrail also has a, Dawntrail also has a theme of family. Both blood-related and found family, you know? Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Here's the flashback to when her other father also said it. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me not as the ruler of Tuliolal, but as a concerned father. Suffice it to say, this conversation must remain between us. Try and breathe not a word of this to anyone. Crazy, crazy work. And that's one of the Hopigos working with Bakul Jeta. Taking a stand. Calling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. We really need to be on our game for eavesdroppers nowadays. Okay, I will be right back. I have drank through my entire water bottle and I require more hydration. Ah. I am back. Oh, I forgot to bring my water bottle closer to my desk. My room is super heated right now. Okay. What do you mean? Huh? Why is there an instanced fight? Several cutscenes will play in sequence? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Those are the scariest freaking words I I ever read whenever I play Final Fantasy. I hate it so much. Every single time they say this, something crazy happens. Nuh-uh. Okay, nothing I can do. I don't level 663. Okay. Let's do this. Taking a stand. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10. That's 6 out of 10. We're about an hour and a half in, maybe even 2 hours. You're back. So what did Rook want? Nothing I can say. It's a secret. And it's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, Team Vector Burst still isn't cleared. Something about even more rocks. And think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and preparing has worn me out. This angle scares me. A nap does sound tempting. A moment, promise. You're one of Bakul Jajas. What do you want? I've come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your assaulted friend has an idea. What do you think? Then they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. I think Bakul Jaja is going to try and beat up Wuklamot for her keystones again. Do we get to fight back and take the keystones? Or are we gonna take another loss from Bakul Jaja? Ambush?
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
There he is. Oh.
Oh, Morok!
That's not good.
Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here.
Are they going to reveal the secret that got announced?
Look at him. Go on. Look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Wow! Not even a quest later and it gets revealed immediately.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Morok my... Your silence says it all.
understand the situation. Let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Clomos.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
Clomos, I need you to win and pull out something from the 7th hour.
Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Do we get to play as Clomos? You should stand back down before you get hurt.
You think this weakling could hurt me? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
To shreds, you say?
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Oh! Do we finally get to put this guy in his place? This valuable play is Clomos. With skillful combat, Clomos will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit break. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they'll recover HP, use them early and often to emerge victorious. Thank you for the primer. I think she's like a modified warrior? 1, 2, 3 combo. What is it? 1, 2, 3 combo. I think it was 1, 2, 3 AoE combo. This is mitigation. Ranged attack. Dash. Limit break. Okay.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces.
Ugh.
I'll cut you to shreds.
Probably just stand behind. Yeah.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat that.
Okay.
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior. This mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
LB!
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
I'm assuming the green ones are donuts. I was right!
Keep up.
Oh my gosh.
How do you like this?
My,
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh!
I finally understand what it means to live in peace.
Okay. I figured out the
To
mechanic
breathe
of it late.
each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest.
Okay, you were supposed to find the one that was doing the maple spike.
It's time we finished it. This is the end for you, kitten.
I have not played Warrior in a bit, but it is great. This one. Hey, I got it.
Not enough claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
Oh, yeah.
I'll grind you beneath my heel.
Yeah. I haven't played Warrior in a while, but I still know Warrior's rotation the best.
Why won't you die?
That's really helping me understand this kit. You're always casting.
Fine. I'll show you the true power of the blessed.
You can use your keyboard!
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
I heard the tip.
There's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you.
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
Oh. Bunch of... Oh my gosh! Wow, this AoE is big!
It's our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh! So the
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see.
that's
Send your
crazy.
whole army. Still won't win.
Oh my gosh.
I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Come on. Give me the damn LB.
She wasn't like this before.
LB! LB! His attack's called Desperation? Oh my gosh! Oh wow, that was such a cool fight! And I didn't even get dangerously hurt. And that's our missing keystone. And that is 6 of the 7 that we need.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be?
How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No.
What's up with them?
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
Ah.
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
Yeah, like actually, did you just try to beat us up?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
I mean, at least they're okay. They're not like evil. They're just like tricksy evil.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Why is this so sad? Stop being sad, game.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I really liked that one. Ooh, baby. Seems like we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping out of the fight, even when it got dirty, couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. Oh. Another cutscene? Earlier in the second Promises camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
He's finally getting
To
it!
connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity.
You know what? Yeah, these two don't talk to people. Remember that entire time in Shadowbringers where Thancred was just raising a daughter without, like, internalizing the fact that he is raising a whole child? Or, like, all of his guilt and stuff after Minfilia disappeared to become the voice of Hydaelyn? That man does not talk to anyone about his problems. And Urianger is just careful of secrets, I swear.
Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country,
and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
This game is great. Into the Traverse. So, what's the state of Fiendbeck Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Kunmu Ruk said that would notify us as soon as work was done. And perhaps now would be a good time to consider how we might reclaim Wuklamat's stolen keystone. The next feat will be our last, after all. Oh, I already got it back. What? When? Not to mention how. This is Bakul Jaja we were talking about. Why, I beat him in battle, of course. Single-handedly, I might add. He did really well. So I taught him a lesson and took my keystone back. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat? Bravo! Yeah, what can I say? I've had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Our excavator have contacted me with news of their success. Beck Traverse is now safe for travel. Then we can finally make for Mammoth. Come to think of it, isn't it Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. If it is indeed the city where Keatonram first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Keatonram in Mammoth and was instrumental in the establishment of friendly relations between the Jabral and Mamulja. Since that time, most of the Mamulja who supported the peace have left to their city in favor of abiding in the capital. What remains is a cloister of Mammoth. And while these traditionalists do not take up arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people in Mammoth are also of Tuliolal. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it is my job to know them first of all. Well, we'll be on our way. I'm glad we could learn about where I came from, and eat so much Shabruk to build besides. Thank you for everything. Maruk, till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Jobrit Cinderfield due southeast. Wow! How you have grown indeed. You know, the only two, oh, we got Blue Quest. The only two, what are they called? Whatchamacallit? the only two electors, candidates, that are still technically in the running if there's no more stealing of keystones and stuff, is Clomos and Kona. Because Zoralja did not get the keystone from the feat of Repass. And Bakul Jaja's gone. He didn't do the feat of ice. I don't think he did the other feat too. Yeah, he didn't make it to the top of the mountain. I went on the wrong path. Whoop. No, I'm on the right path. Yeah. Bakul Jaja didn't do the giant feat. I think it's the feat of gold. They didn't do the feat of ice. Was it gold? I forget. Actually, let me scroll back up. Feat of proof. Yeah, Bakul Jaja didn't do the feat of proof. He didn't do the feat of reed. He didn't do the feat of... Well, these two either. Yeah, feat of reed, feat of ice, feat of proof, feat of repass. He just stole the keystone. Such an interesting character. We got more, we got more background on Zoralja through, Kryle's empathy. And, we got a flash of, Bakul Jaja's, past, whatever those, like, huge pile of pots was. The traverse will bring us straight to the Jatika Heartland. Remember how you insisted this forest was green? To the south. Wow, look at this. This place looks so cool. Path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time to descend safely. I wonder if it's below us. Look at this moody lighting. Hello, Elfinu. I spoke with one of the excavators on my way down. Apparently, Bakul Jaja cleared away one of the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Clomos single-handedly defeated someone as possessed with such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride might compel him to attempt. Wow! Look at these salt caves. Ehrenfeld said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forest above. Intentions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. assume we follow the lantern. Wow. Oh my gosh. You're joking. This reminds me so much of The Tempest. It's so cool. Alluring, isn't it? In more ways than one, take my pairing stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. As you hold the pairing stone in the soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Pairing stones are natural magnets, and that's a meteorite filled with iron, one of the many remnants from an ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous ether they emit causes surrounding flora to glow unique hues, as you can see. I need to stop accidentally hitting my mic. It's not good for the people listening, I'm sorry. So these glowing boulders came plummeting down from the heavens? Vidrell be merciful. There you are! Wow! Blue! It's all blue! Far cry from the upper forest, indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mammoth can tell us about it. Keep running, we're almost there. Oh. I wonder. Is there current over here? In this building? Seems like I need to grab it. Nope. It seems like ether current was... Yeah, it's up here. I had to go across the top and not across the bottom. The area is huge! And it looks so pretty! I wonder if you can fly through the canopy or if it's an invisible boundary. Etherite! Give me! Very nice. This is also my first time visiting Mammoth. I have no experience interacting with the locals. I've given Humoruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. One, two, three. 3 more quests. City of Silence. And it looks like the cool Jaja? Standing? Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find that elector. Two streets seem to converge upon this plaza. I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Humuruk's guidance, I suggest we err on the side of caution and move through the city in pairs. Granville can come with me, Alice can go with Trial, and that leaves Ren to accompany Ruth Lamont. These arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, and our respective searches and may our respective searches prove fruitful. Oh, this place looks so cool. Are their houses not have doors? Obigo merchant. Okay, they're not talking to us. Like, actually. Hear me, right? And see me? Belligerent Unewa. Hello? Your words may as well be ambient noise for all the care the citizen pays you. Viralja may be the only one with matching luck. You begin to speak, the man abruptly turns and leaves. No one wants to talk with us. Please tell me you've had better luck. No. No one will talk to you either? I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. The building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant would ignore us, surely. I'm very sorry, Lamat, but they surely would. They surely would. Hello there, we'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're just trying to find someone. The Dawntrail Selector. Could you tell us where they are? Whew. Horrible time. How are we supposed to find the Elector if nobody will even speak with us? Got a link pearl call. Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side of the city as quick as you can. That's not good.
Up there.
Oh, it's voiced. Uh-oh.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sorolcha? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Oh. Is that the feat?
The channeler is Zirelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliyolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You, who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector.
Oh!
Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Wow! Knocked out of the competition completely. No way he doesn't have a trick up his sleeve or something.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Oh, I, not we. That's something. So they're just gonna skip the feats and probably camp the Golden City or
When
something.
Zoralcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
My dearest child, welcome home.
Oh, that makes sense.
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Uh-oh. He's got two.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Nope.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
Wow. He took that humbling hard. Thank goodness. Jeez.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Wow, your dad sucks. So much. Jeez Louise. My goodness.
Let's go, brother.
Wow, okay, damn. You grew up in a poor and abusive household, I guess.
Useless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come,
stand before me and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Oh?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
Oh.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn. Do as you will. But until you triumph over the shade, you shall proceed no further.
Did this man just exile 2 people from his
Clomos,
tribe?
I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Wow. Dramatic escalation is a word, Alize. The electors we have met thus far have all had their peculiarities, but we each felt would judge claimants equally. This Virilja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn Servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Virilja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility when we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say, the western outskirts, right? Absolutely wild. Wild plan. Hello, dignified lady. Thank you for coming. My name is Milalja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what was it you wished to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional way. They believe the blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead peoples of this continent. Most but not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community as far as Bakul Chaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak our truth out loud. Yet now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Jabral, inferior by all presumption, triumphed over our 2-headed champion. This time anyway, next time I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Molajaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believed in blessed siblings' supremacy. Because of my father. He who unified Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as a testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and claimant to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gulu Jaja's strength lies not in his birth, but in his character. And in so doing, you may give us the strength to renounce blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja going a bit far? You must decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. There must be something about how blessed siblings come about that causes pain and strife. Blessed sibling, there is a place that will help you understand our plight. It lies far west of here. Follow me. Okay, before we head any further, I once again need to take a break. I will be right back. Ah. I have returned. Ah. This game is so cool. Yes, thank you. And I'm glad you've been sticking around most of the stream, Victor. I'm surprised that I have a watcher. That's one way to put it. I'm very excited to continue Dawntrail. Honestly, I've really been liking Dawntrail. Is that a meteorite up there? I'm judging by their attachment. That tree must benefit from the meteor's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milalja. The was anxious for us to see whatever it is she has to show us. Yeah, I'm glad if I have lurkers. Sometimes I feel like I'm screaming into the void and no one is watching. And it kind of discourages me. But then I look back and it's like, wow, I have like 10 views for the VOD that I uploaded to YouTube. And it's like, oh, like 10 different people decided to watch my stuff. And it's like, it's nice to know that I'm not just like yelling into the endless abyss, you know? Yeah. Every time I think about it, I get emotional. That's also because I'm a very, what is it? I'm a very emotional person. Like, I'm honestly just glad that me doing whatever can lead people to have fun. Yeah. This isn't my life, no. It's more of just a hobby. And honestly, I'm glad I'm still enjoying it. Hunting camp, like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamulja hunters and learn about their ways. Except they probably ignore me. The others have continued on. Let's catch up to them. I wonder what they keep inside of those hunting tents. I mean, no windows means it's completely dark in there. Maybe there's like a reflection here about the spirit of the Raktika Greatwood in the Night's Blast. About hiding underneath large canopies? Who knows? A cavern here? What are we looking at? Is this the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. Entry to the grounds is not permitted even to the devout. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. Probably more like the truth of the curse. Whoa! That is a huge cenote.
I shouldn't have looked down.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Okay. But why
Altered?
there?
To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Wow, these things look cool. Bakul Jaja?
Bakul Jaja?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
I had a feeling. I had a feeling.
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are. Here.
A pot.
This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Mamulja. An infant.
Is this a burial ground?
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits.
Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads and tremendous power.
When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells.
Only 1 in 100 survive.
If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it is. Damn.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back. Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
Sympathize with your pain, but man, hurt people or whatever, right?
I should never have been born.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people, and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them. I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
Oh my gosh.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca Zaz.
Thanks, Wuklama.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
Crazy. Crazy. Hey, friend. Before we join the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him. You know? Bakul Shaja, with every fiber of my being. Tried to ruin Ilihana, sabotage us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, and released the most vicious withdrawal of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years would I forgive him. The moment I understood why he did what he did, the pain he's been carrying this whole time, all of my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes? I hear you, but Jaja's motives don't absolve him of his crime. He must answer for them, like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamuk feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I've voiced that, I feel readier for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. North is here. Ooh. How did I get through that area without clearing the map? What? Strange. Bakul Jaja's skill represents his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. Welcome back, Victor. You're on, I think this is the last quest of level 94? Scale of Trust, yes. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milalja, Moxnatural Zuj is an abandoned settlement northwest of the city. It should afford us the privacy we require. We must work quickly, lest the Realja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakul Jaja thought to give us additional skills, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. Ren, let's retrace our steps. Maybe this time we can convince folks to lend an ear. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. Blessed scale. Blessed scale in an outsider's hand? What business do you have with me? So Bakul Jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go to Montreal Zoo at once. Hello, belligerent Kunawa. That scale, if the Blessed trusts you, then so will I. So what is it that you require of me? Bakul Jaja bids us come to Mokshutural Zuj? Strange place for an assembly, but very well, I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. Alright, Wooklamat. I always mess up Woot and Wooklamat. It's not easy for me to pronounce her name. Have you managed to gather some of the good folk? Yes, I have. Wonderful. The esteemed Bakul Jaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming to Moxutural Zuj as well. Apparently, there's a Najul nursery to the west called Gold Magic Grove. Could you go and see who you can talk to there as well? I'll meet you in Moxutural Zuj after. There's only one more person I need to find. I wonder if he has a specific person he's trying to get to. That's my question. lips are sealed. I'm excited. You know, hopefully, with the rate I'm going, I can get Viper to level 100. I really want to do post-patch Dawntrail on Viper. Leave this place outsider. But what if I have a scale? Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. I thank you, blessed scale bearer, for bringing me this word of this gathering. I shall go away to Mokshu Tural Zuj at once. Over here. I know the 2 locations for the Aetherites make sense, but damn if it isn't inconvenient. I think there's only one other inconvenient area. I think it's in Porthos? Yeah, Central Highlands. They have one in Camp Dragonhead. But, I mean, a lot of the stuff is over here in this area. I remember while doing the while doing a bunch of ARR relics, I'd always hate going to Corthus because the leaves make you go different places, and it kind of sucks. And the you know, the leaves make you go different places in there, and the fight. What is it? Like the fighting option, I guess? Fighting option, like, the hunting log. The book step? It's horrid. There you are, Ether Current. Another place I don't like is, that area in Gridania. With Hawthorne Hut and Soph, because you have to fly all the way in if you ever want to do those hunting logs. ARR relics just kind of suck, I will say. Now, where is Wuklamat? Yeah, where's Wuklamat? Alice asks. Oh, he's here with Kona. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now. You invited the second promise as well? Hamachi, need I remind you that this rite is a competition? Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize for your own benefit. I've barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you'll lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help. Complete the feat? No, Mamuk has a problem I can't solve on my own. You're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear the people firsthand so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well. I am at your disposal. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliolal. Promise? I thought you served Bakul Jaja. You deceived us? No, they did not. And there's Bakul Jaja. The scales they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to the third promise and her retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because Clomos has won my trust. Now you will hear her words. Wow, slow turn. Akul Jaja shared with me the truth about blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you or your culture. Culture is born of the experiences of its people, of their lives, and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. If any here wish to break from the cycle of tragedy that creating blessed siblings demands, I ask that you join us. Please. I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the third promise. Share with her your worries and your pain. And together we may find a new way forward. Together? If she is trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot yet speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Zarilja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concerns, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Oh, wow! I'm glad Kona agreed to help us. He's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much, but I'll support Mamuk's people however I can. By combining our respective strengths, we will help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Oh, wow! Okay, geez. We're 3 hours and 15 minutes in. The next, level has 11 quests. And also a dungeon. So, I'm a bit worried. Yeah, I'm a bit worried about how long that would take. I do not think I can continue that on my, yeah, I don't think I can continue this on this stream. So I'm very excited for the stream on Saturday. I hope we're all excited too. I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway. Switch over to this. Lower this. Increase this. My room is so hot right now. My GPU has been chugging. But now the stream is finally over. I had a great time. Great time. Yeah. So come with us next stream as we finish up quest 95. Level 95 quests, all 11, hopefully. Okay. Let me get my promotional stuff out of the way. If you enjoyed on TikTok, consider dropping a like and a follow. If you enjoyed on Twitch, also consider dropping a follow. And if you're on YouTube, please consider hitting the 4 YouTube buttons. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell if you want to catch more streams. My streams are usually scheduled by Monday morning, Sunday evening, Pacific time. You can see upcoming streams on the YouTube channel page and on the Twitch schedule page. Speaking of, all my streams are archived on the YouTube and VODs are on Twitch. If you want to go back and watch them, or if you're watching it on the playback now, hi, I hope you had a great time. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm really excited to see what they do with Zoralja and Bakul Jaja in the next couple of quests. I'm excited to see the end of the Riders session and like getting to the Golden City. Everything is building up and I'm really liking it, and we're only halfway through. It was around this time in Endwalker when we defeated Zodiark, and there was still like 6 quests, and it got better and better. And I'm looking forward to it. And honestly, I heard the patch content is also really good for MSQ. So I'm excited for that too. I think I heard that Raha's back sometime in the post. Yeah. So hopefully I can continue the schedule of 2 streams a week of Final Fantasy. Hopefully it keeps up. Yeah. Besides that, I had a lot of fun and I hope you did too. Have a great rest of your morning, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. This is your captain, Ren Clomos, signing off. Goodbye, Star Marauders, and stay dreamy!